We're just getting word that the Fort Lee Army Base is now on lockdown. An active shooter has been reported at the Central Virginia Army Base. Fort Lee's verified Twitter account now says personnel there have been told to enact active shooter protocols. The Army also reporting this on their Facebook page. We'll bring you any more details as we get it. This is happening at the CASCOM headquarters building, 5020. No reports of anyone injured at this time, but that could change. We will keep you posted. Also today, Peter Theo Curtis, the American journalist held captive in Syria for 2 years, is now free. Curtis wrote under the byline Theo Padnos. He was handed over to UN officials yesterday. His release comes just days after Islamic radicals beheaded American journalist James Foley and then threatened to kill others.
They're giving me 3 days to live. 3 days. If you don't do anything, I'm finished. I'm dead. They will kill me.
That's Curtis pleading for his video in one of those releases that comes from these radical groups. For 2 years, U.S. officials tried to negotiate his release, reaching out to other countries asking for help. According to various sources, Qatar played a major role in securing Curtis's release. There are at least 3 other American journalists being held captive by ISIS in Syria, according to security experts. Also, British intelligence officials say they now have a main suspect in the murder of James Foley. They believe he's 23-year-old British rapper that goes by the name of El Jinni. Officials with the spy agencies MI5 and MI6 suspect him of being the one who actually beheaded Foley in the video there. The former London-based rapper joined militant fighters in Syria sometime last year. This after his father was extradited to the United States for an alleged connection to bombings at U.S. embassies in Africa. According to the Daily Mail, U.S. counterterrorism experts are expected to team up with UK spy agencies in the coming days to confirm the identity of Foley's killer. Now in Kiev, officials say Russian tanks and armored vehicles are crossing over the border today. A spokesman for Ukraine's National Security Council says the Russian vehicles are bearing pro-separatist flags, and the nearby town was allegedly bombed last night by Russia. Meanwhile, in Moscow, Russia's foreign minister says he has no knowledge of the shelling or military vehicles in Ukraine. Vladimir Putin and the Ukrainian president are scheduled to meet in Belarus tomorrow. We'll keep you posted what happens there. Also in the U.S. today, the father of Michael Brown, the man killed by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri, is asking for peace at his son's funeral today. Family, friends, and celebrity activists like Al Sharpton will be at the funeral. Yesterday, Brown's father spoke at a rally, telling the crowd that he and his son's mother would appreciate their love and support. Ferguson, of course, has been rocked by that fatal shooting that led to nearly 2 weeks of violent protests. And in New York, there was yet another security breach at the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. A 24-year-old Russian man climbed to the top of the bridge yesterday afternoon. Police arrested the Manhattan resident and charged him with reckless endangerment, criminal trespass, and other charges. This is the second security breach, of course, at the Brooklyn Bridge in less than a month. And in Northern California, people are bracing for aftershocks following an earthquake that hit the Napa Valley area yesterday. The magnitude 6.0 earthquake was the largest the Bay Area has seen in some 25 years. It injured 170 people and caused extensive damage to that region. People were rushed to hospitals and tens of thousands were left without power. You can see it caused some fires as well. The natural disaster prompted Governor Jerry Brown to declare a state of emergency for southern Napa County. Also in Northern California, more than 300 firefighters are currently battling a fast-growing wildfire. Some 150 people are being told to evacuate. 500 additional homes are also being threatened by this blaze. Authorities say the fire was sparked yesterday. It now covers more than 1 square mile.